You're now tuned into Kofi's universe, since you're just sitting on Uranus. This is the #1 YouTube channel for hip-hop culture news, informed black social issues, song reaction videos, and even comedy. So be sure to like this post, and if you haven't already subscribed, do so right about now. Razzcast.
YouTube salute. DJ Premier talks about Devil's Pie instrumental was for Canibus, but he passed it up and then he gave it to D'Angelo. So if you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. Also, check out the winners of the 2020 Lyricist of the Year Award. You can check out those winners in the Hip Hop Hall of Fame playlist. And I have new interviews with K. Reno, Jaja Soze, Ari the Rugged Man, and Razzcast in the interview playlist. So DJ Premier was on Tom Talks podcast and he was talking about the Devil's Pie beat and how, you know, he landed his first gold record for Biggie Smalls' Unbelievable track. And he said, you know, people always ask about how did Canibus pass up the Devil's Pie instrumental. If you never heard Devil's Pie, it was on D'Angelo's second album, Voodoo, and it was on the Belly soundtrack. So check that out if you never heard it, but I know people probably did hear it. But he said that he wasn't tripping about, you know, Canibus passing up on the track because that's his homie no matter what. And he said, like, you know, usually when you doing production, whatever, for an artist, you get half of your money up front, then you get the other half, I guess, when the record's completed, when the record comes out. And he said when he passed it up, you know, he went to the studio, he went to the office and gave him the check back because he knew that that budget could be used to put back in his pocket or to help somebody else. So he said, leaving the office, D'Angelo called him up and asked DJ Premier, what you doing? He said, I'm just leaving Canibus Lab. He said, man, come over here. Yada, yada, yada. I'm in Electric Lady, Jimi Hendrix studio, and I'm cooking up some stuff. So DJ Premier went over there, played him the track. D'Angelo fell in love with it. D'Angelo wanted to call it niggonometry, but DJ Premier wasn't feeling that. So he's like, I'm about to rip this. And he ripped it. And that's how Devil's Pie, you know, came and being created. And at that time, Alchemist and Jay Dilla and were over there in the studio, and they was just watching, you know, how crazy, you know, and amazed, you know, D'Angelo put that track together. And at that time, Jay Dilla was recording some drums, and Questlove was doing some stuff also for the How Does It Feel record. So, you know, like I said, man, you know, I don't really think it's a bad idea that Canibus passed up the Devil's Pie track, because sometimes you might feel like this is not for me. I don't want to, you know, use that. Think about it. Do you know that track by Alicia Keys, You Don't Know My Name? That track was actually for Petey Crack. That was actually for Petey Crack when he was on Rockefeller Records. He passed that up. So Kanye West gave that to Alicia Keys. There's so many tracks that's been passed up in hip hop. Think about it. I heard that even Liquid Swords, that was for Inspector Deck, but he didn't want it. So he gave it to, you know what, RZA gave it to Jizza. So there's been all kind of tracks that's always going to be passed up. Man, you'd be surprised. People play people beats and people like, I don't want that track. I don't want that track. Look at the track that was on Benny the Butcher, Burden of Proof. I think it was the track featuring Don Kennedy. Jay-Z and Kanye West passed that up. And they chose the Niggas in Paris beat. So Benny the Butcher, he chose that track. No, it was a track featuring Big Sean and Lil Wayne. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's that track. They didn't want that track. You know, that's a pretty dope beat. So like I said, people pass up tracks all the time. So I don't take it personal. He probably just wasn't feeling the track. I mean, think about it. That Devil's Pie beat is hard. Don't get me wrong, but Canibus probably just can't feel like, nah, I'm not rocking that. He probably wanted some shit like, you know, something hard from DJ Premier. Not to say DJ Premier don't have nothing hard. He probably wanted something with some scratches and something he can just rip. You can just throw on the radio like, oh, Canibus getting down, damn. You know my steez. Something like that. Something like Living Proof. Dun dun, dun dun dun. Like something he can rip, like Long Kiss Goodnight. Something like that. Like give him something like that, Above the Clouds. Give him something like, Mass Appeal, whatever. I don't know. Let me know what you think about, did Canibus make the right decision of passing up on Devil's Pie and D'Angelo making it a classic? I want to hear from y'all. Post your comments below. Post smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs. Everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.